Hi, I'm Christine with Crafts Direct, and today I'm going to show you how you can recreate this Hope Rustic sign. Let's get started.
These are the supplies that you're going to need to get started. You can also find the list online under our Projects tab. You're going to start off by taking the heart, placing it on the back side of the floral paper and tracing it with a pen or pencil, and then you will cut it out with a scissors. Once your heart is cut out, you are going to start painting your wood heart with the seashell pink acrylic paint and painting the edges mainly and then the sides. And then you're going to also paint the uppercase H, P, and E with the seashell pink paint as well. And you want to make sure that you paint all the little edges. And you want to let it dry between coats. I did apply about 2 coats to the heart and to each of the letters. Once your letters and heart are dry, you're gonna apply glossy accents to the wood heart and place the heart paper cutout on top of the glossy accents and smooth it out with your fingers, making sure that all the air bubbles are out. Once the paper heart is dry, you're going to take sandpaper or sanding block and sand the edges of the wooden heart to make sure that the paper is flush with the edge of the wood cutout. You're then gonna sand the edges of each of the paper mache letters. This just is to add a softer look and a little bit of a distressed look to each of the letters. So I just started with the H and then I moved on to the P and then to the E, and make sure to get the inside of the P also when sanding. And once you have that sanded, you are going to take your paper mache letters and wood heart to spell out the word hope, and you're going to take washi tape or painter's tape would also work, and you are just going to place a border of tape around the letters. I eyeballed it to the thickness that I wanted my painted border to be. So on the outside edge will be your painted border. So mine's probably about a 1/2 inch thickness all the way around, and I cut the washi tape instead of tearing it because I wanted a nice clean edge when I would go back to paint my border on. So once you have the border of all 4 sides around the wood letters, you can start to paint. I painted the border using the ivory white acrylic paint in my bristle brush, and I applied paint to the outer edges of the border and the sides of the rustic plaque until desired coverage was achieved. And then I took off the washi tape once my paint was dry, and then I dry brushed over the middle part of the plaque where my letters would go, just for a little bit of a more distressed look. Next, I laid out my letters spelling the word hope to get spacing the way I wanted it. And then I started with the heart and adhered that to the board first using glossy accents. And then I used foam squares for each of the other letters just to add a little bit of dimension. I then decided I wanted to distress the edges of the painted border, so I just lightly went in and sanded the edges of the ivory border and then wiped off the extra dust, and then your project is complete.
You can find the supply list for this project and other inspiration at craftsdirect.com under our Projects tab.